So today I want to share with you some things that most people have a good idea about. Maybe you have experienced and practiced some of these micro habits, but to no success or results. So my objective today is help you with simple steps that you can implement immediately and create support and accountability during this process as you embark in whatever it is that you need to do to work towards your health and fitness. So, we're going to talk about the three pillars of health. Like I said, simple things, but sometimes hard because we are so busy that the feeling of overwhelm makes us feel like we cannot handle one more thing. I understand, and that's why I want to bring some of these solutions to you. Yes, let's be honest, we are all busy. We're juggling deadlines, meetings, and family, and somehow we're expected to stay healthy. I get it. Me, as a small business owner, feel the same pressure. I have to wear many hats to keep my company running smoothly and efficiently. And I feel the pressure as well as you do every day. But what if I told you that wellness didn't mean more time, but better choices? So today we'll break it down to these three simple, doable pillars that actually fit your day. Pillar number one, sleep, the unsung hero. If you had to choose one and only one thing to change in your life that works towards your health, sleep is hands down the most important one. Sleep is your body's reset button. Productivity, focus, and mood all depend on it. Sleep is how our bodies recover from the daily stresses of life. It's where soft tissue repairs from exercise and how our bodies regulate our hormones. Couple of striking statistics. Even a 30 to 45 minute sleep debt can affect decision making, like having a few drinks. Even only one night of bad sleep, and that's about 5 hours or less, reduces testosterone production by 25% in one night. The worst part is that it's cumulative. So chronic lack of sleep affects all our hormones in a very negative way, especially for women. So that's why sleep is so, so, so important. Sleep is king. So I'm gonna kind of share some simple steps with you today. Some of them you might have tried, but let's just take a quick review and just kind of find new solutions. So you might have heard, but there's this thing called the 3-2-1 rule. So basically that means dinner 3 hours before bed, no work or mental stress 2 hours before bed, and no screens, just quiet, calm time 1 hour before bed. Sometimes if we're struggling, a warm shower or Epsom salts bath is incredible. Epsom salts is magnesium. Magnesium is one of the most important and effective minerals that nutrients that help with sleep. 7 to 9 hours is optimal. We're bringing it up to 9 because in average, it takes a person 30, sometimes 20 to 30 minutes to fall asleep. So that way, if you set up your clock to give you 9 hours of sleep, you will be ensure that you're getting a solid 8 hours. Your room needs to be cool and pitch black. Cool 65 to 69 degrees. Really, it's actually pretty cold, but it's necessary for our bodies to get into that temperature that relaxes our muscles and lets us go to sleep. Pitch black, even the little night lights that we have in our rooms can be disruptive. So a solution for that, if you need the night lights, for waking up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, is, a lot of people use the eye mask. So that's a great option. Here's another one that I really want to stress about. Keeping your sleep wake time consistent, especially on weekends. So what happens is Monday through Friday, we keep it really good schedule because we got to go to work, we got to get the kids up to school and this and that and the other, right? So it's easier, but the weekend comes and then we feel like, okay, I can relax, I don't have to go to work. And then, sometimes we go out to dinner and sometimes we have a life. And sometimes we decide to just stay up super late at night and watch movies all the way through the whole night and then stay in bed until midday. So what this does is really disrupts that circadian rhythm. And what it creates physiologically is elevated cortisol, more anxiety, and all of that is really very, very detrimental to our health. Do you know that Monday dread that we feel when we get up on Monday mornings and we're just feeling like we got run over by a truck, or we're just no energy, just dragging, having a hard time needing that coffee? That is all an effect of that disruption that we have over the weekend. So it's really detrimental to our health and just how we go through our day on Monday and start the week in that just a yucky kind of feeling. So it's like we're giving ourselves a mini jet lag every weekend. So that's why it's so important to try to keep that consistent schedule even on weekends. Moving on to pillar 2, nutrition. Food is medicine. We have heard it plenty of times. It might sound like a cliche, but it's so true. Think of food as fuel for performance, and not necessarily just for physical performance, but for mental performance. We gotta stop thinking about food about like it's punishment or reward. That way, that small mind shift will help us see food as a nurturing force for our bodies and start creating a healthier relationship with food. Yes, busy professionals tend to skip meals all the time because we're just busy. We're on the go, go, go. But that leads to crashes and cravings, right? So, one word on breakfast. Breakfast has been, is, and will continue being the most important meal of the day, especially making that breakfast a nutritious breakfast. Protein is super important in fiber to have at breakfast. 2 reasons. It keeps you fuller throughout the day, and you can start your day more energized, and it leads to less crashes and cravings, but also keeps your blood sugar levels more stable throughout the day, also leading to less crashes and cravings. So if you think about it, eating a lot of protein in your breakfast, actually, it's very helpful to curb your appetite throughout the day and keep a healthy weight. So balanced meals is all about that steady energy and sharper mind. If you want to be productive and have a very just productive day at work, a really healthy, powerful breakfast is so key. So take that with you. My rule of thumb to offer you guys in terms of nutrition. So a lot of people undereat. A lot of people are under eating protein. I have asked plenty of women in my clients if they think they're eating enough protein. And when they start tracking, they tell me, oh, yeah, I'm only eating about 50 or 60 grams of protein. That is so low, so low. The optimal requirement is your healthy weight in grams of protein. So I'm 5'7", I weigh 140 pounds. I should be eating about 140 grams of protein a day. That may sound like a lot to a lot of people because they're really under eating protein. So I suggest know where you are, log for a few weeks, a few days, I should say, and see where you are with your protein intake. But then really try to make baby steps towards eating 100 grams of protein consistently for 2 to 3 weeks. And then once you are consistent with that, you can continue adding a little bit more and more every week or every 2 weeks. Protein and fiber go really well together, but healthy fats are also very important for healthy nutrition. Hydration, even mild dehydration reduces focus. So if you want to have a sharp mind at work and be productive, hydration is so important. And not just water, we need electrolytes. And a couple of examples that I gave the group in that came in the presentation is electrolytes are really necessary, not just plain water. And one of the best natural electrolytes is coconut water. So that's just a very simple one that you can get at the store. Make sure it's one that doesn't have added sugar. But that's a great way to incorporate electrolytes in our day. And snacks, smart snacks, beef jerky, almonds, fruits, Greek yogurt. All right. I suggest get ready, prepare, have a stash at home, have a stash in your car, in your bag, in the office. Because when hunger strikes, then you can go for this and it will be much better. It will serve you much better than going to the vending machine and get something that is not going to serve you. Pillar number 3, physical activity. Move more, live better. Motion creates emotion. Let's unpack that. So exercise, movement isn't just about fitness. It's your stress relief, it's your posture fix, and it's your energy booster. Exercise releases endorphins. Endorphins are the happy hormones that keeps us energized, happy, and it just gives you an instant productivity lift. Remember that I said physical activity, not exercise, as the pillar. So that means that any movement that you do is considered physical activity and is good for you. When you're at home, washing the car, mowing the lawn, cleaning your house, that counts. When you're in the office, there's so many different things that you can do. We have heard so many times about park your car far away, take the stairs instead of the elevator, things like that. But I am going to give you some other ideas that you can sprinkle and incorporate throughout your day that will create a lot of movement in your day and make you feel better and more productive. So this is what we're going to talk about, NEAT. NEAT means non-exercise activity thermogenesis. Simply put, it's all the movement that you can sprinkle and create throughout your day that basically keeps your body burning calories and burning energy. So, for example, we got, 10-minute walks after lunches or walking meetings. Those are really great. Another one is doing 1 minute of chair squats, desk push-ups, or jumping jacks. All of them, or one every minute, every hour, every 60 to 90 minutes, right at your desk. Try to stand or stretch every 60 to 90 minutes. Sitting for prolonged hours is just a recipe for creating chronic metabolic disease in our bodies. So take this to action. Really try to use an alarm or something to trigger you and really be consistent with getting up and moving every 60 to 90 days. 90 minutes, and you will see and feel the difference. Putting it all together, small shifts, big results. So these pillars that we have talked about aren't about perfection. They're about progress, baby steps, one step at a time. Wellness doesn't live in the gym. It lives in your micro habits. So this couple of graphics that I chose to put in this slide is just to bring that home. When you're in the office, stretches, get up, move. And the other one is just a fun graphic about movement and physical activity can be done anywhere, even in the office. So one better choice today will create some awesome momentum for tomorrow. I want you to think about which pillar do you want to focus on this first week and go for it. I will support you. And actually, I have a couple of challenges for you to do. Last but not least, I want you to take this to action and to heart. Your health is your competitive advantage, not your accolades, not your new certifications, not promotions. It's your health. Invest in your health like you invest in your work. You will show up sharper, stronger, more resilient, and more productive for your employer, for yourself, happier person once you get home, and for your family. The best project you'll ever work on is you. Absolutely, hands down. And please do not let preventable chronic disease stop you in your tracks. Please take this to heart. Conclusion, just some nuggets to make it simple and to put it all in perspective. The most important things that you can do, and these are the suggestions that I make for you: sleep. Try to sleep 7 to 9 hours every day, including on weekends. Let's eat at least 100 grams of protein and 30 grams of fiber a day, and move every chance you get. You will feel so much better. And last but not least, thank you so much for your time, and be well. Really envision yourself just like this picture. Team that is happy, healthy, strong, energized every day, and you will be able to achieve it. So I hope this has been a good reminder and given you some tips and some motivation to start implementing immediately. Thank you so much.